What I'm trying to say is, y'all, I guess I gotta quit using her, so that stuff be hitting, bro. What I'm trying to say is, though, uh, everybody kept saying, what God it? What God it? He was always there. God didn't have to do nothing. It was all an illusion. It was most of us come from the slum in the hood. Everything that did it was doing, y'all act like y'all ain't never seen it before. We grew up around that in the hood. It just come from a dark place. Y'all was getting beat with y'all own temptation. You can't get blackmail if you say no to temptation. What did he say? Y'all so silly out there. Silly rabbits. Tricks is for kids. A buzzard got two face, but a hoe is a whole K. You better know it. We growed up around this, y'all. We growed up around prostitution. We growed up around pimps. We growed up around players. We growed up around drug dealers. Y'all have y'all been gone for so long that you forgot where you from? That's why when I look at it, I find it interesting. I don't even get into all the stories, because hell, them stories still live in the slum. All them wicked, evil stories. Oh, this is the slum. Them people live in this. That's why nobody want to deal with the slum. But if you from the slum, you from the hood, you shouldn't have no problem, especially with one individual. I mean, not saying I knew it was a bunch of people, but I knew it was big and then blah, 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 blah. Either way it go, well, okay, let's narrow it down. Let's not even talk about the people. Let's not even bring his name up. Let's look at the energy. It's still one demon. Which demon is it? Is it greed? Is it lust? What demon trapped y'all? You can't get blackmail. I guess you gotta look at it the way you wanna look at blackmail, though. Either way, go blackmail. I lost a lot of jobs, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I lost a lot of jobs coming up. Just because it was some jobs that said I couldn't talk about God, and I wasn't really talking about God like that to where it was interfering with anything. But they would tell people on the job they couldn't talk about God. But when it got to the point where they was trying to alter the people before talking about God, I quit my job. I quit my job, and when you do something like that, you lean on faith. I ain't telling y'all to do that. I'm telling you what I had to do. I had to lean on faith. Faith is powerful. People think you use faith all the time. You go and get a job. You probably really don't even need the job. Have faith, that's pretty good to use it for that, but I don't use faith for that. I use faith for powerful stuff. Like this moment right here, it's faith. It's faith, right? I'm living in faith at the moment. That's why I can't none of y'all, I don't even look at a lot, I don't even listen to a lot of people no more, though. I ain't got to. No offense to y'all. It's just that I done evolved. I done grew up a little bit. And I done, God giving me more and more clarity. The more I meditate and the more I pray, I'm getting more. You know, an old dude told me, an old man with wisdom told me, he said, if you meditate enough, God will give you your answers. I thought he was jiving. I started cussing him out when he told me. I was really going through something. But he told the truth. And it's like the more I pray and meditate, I'm getting the answers clear as day. And it's way better than anybody, the best reader for tarot could tell me. The best anything could tell me. I'm getting like clear information. And the beautiful thing about this whole situation is you could take my life right now, but I done already planted seeds that's so deeply rooted and transforming things in such a beautiful way already that it don't matter if you kill me or not. This will sprout and this will grow up, and instead of the wheat, instead of the thorns choking out the weed or however they go, the good seeds finna choke out the bad seeds. Because it's just that powerful of an anointing. It's that powerful of a seed that I laid down. It's that powerful of a point that I made. Quitting drugs. Quitting lustful desires. Saying no to my temptation. On iCloud. Coming on iCloud. Showing y'all, telling y'all before it happened, just doing it. In this human body. When the temptation is just like your temptation. The stress is just like your stress. The pain is just like your pain. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But I had to have God, regardless. I had to walk with Jesus, regardless. And that's harder than it seems, y'all. Not because the change in the atmosphere of wanting to be with Jesus and not being able to indulge in normal activities in life. But that was pretty much it. I thought that would be hard too, but I got past that easy. It's living it. So once Satan know you ready to live, ready to plant your foot in Jesus and be on all fours with God, come to God as a baby in Christ. Once Satan know that Satan getting on all fours and Satan coming hard, that's when it got hard. Constant attacks. Constant attacks. Attack after attack after attack. And they never stopped. It was like the more I turned down, I wish that part was in the Bible when Jesus said, "Away from me, Satan," when he was fasting. I wish it was a way that they could have wrote it where it was going to be continuous, because it was continuous for me. It was like, no matter what, I was getting attacked by Satan. No matter what. Every day, every morning, every hour of the day, all the time. And that's when it got rough, because you can't even get up and have a normal day without being attacked by Satan. I mean, people coming in your face, they told me not to go there. Because it get dark now. It get dark now. And don't have a lover. You have a lover involved, your enemy going to use that lover in the worst way fathomable. In the worst way fathomable. It's going to make you really want to turn a flip. But it was like, I had done went so long with God, it was like, I ain't turning around now. I'm secure. I got real security now. Nobody can take this security from me. And I understand that now. Nobody can take this security. You can take my money, you can take my cars, you can take my family, you can throw me in prison, you can put me in a hole, put me in the belly of a snake. I got security regardless. You know what I'm saying? I know I got God. I know God gonna take care of me. I know God gonna, you can't just plant me in no computer system and get me stuck in the computer system. Can't stick me in no matrix, because my soul belongs to God. And every day I fight to secure that with God. So it's like, the more man try to take my security away, the more I try to, every day man focus on taking my security away. Every day I focus on making sure I got security with God. Which you don't have to do that, and God don't ask us to do that. I just do it. That's my buddy, that's my friend, that's my father, that's everything to me. So I just enjoy putting the energy in God. You know what I'm saying? Even when I get a lover, when that time comes to pass, once that first conversation that we gonna have amongst each other, and just like with any other lover that I had, I'm gonna tell them, look, I give time to God. And this is how I give my time to God. You'll know where I'm at. You'll see me giving my time to God. I really don't want you disturbing me in God. You can join sometimes, but sometimes I need to be alone with God. And sometimes it get pretty lengthy. And if you ever thought I was cheating on you, that'll probably be the only time I'll be cheating on you is when I'm with God. Yeah, it's cool to be with God, man. Hell, I've been with God since the streets. Told y'all, bro, he was with me in the streets, in the slums, in the ghetto, doing gangster, making gangster moves. He was always there. The voice got more still, was harder to hear. But I was an adolescent. You know, I didn't know no better. And that's what it means when they say what you don't know won't hurt you. It was like I was just learning about God. You know what I'm saying? If I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have done that. Basically what I'm trying to say. So the more I improved and the more I learned about God, the more I started putting down my fleshly desires, even if it came down to dreams. And I started pouring into God. And God would turn around and give me all the stuff that I was dreaming for. And then I realized I'm so glad that I didn't turn down God for a dream. Because it was just a momentarily feeling, just like sex, like anything else. That's why I always tell people, sex is the first drug. The pleasure you get out of sex, it ain't nothing else in this world gonna give you no better pleasure than sex. Sex is the first crack rock. So, you know, why God is forever. God is forever. Being with God is forever. Through life or death, it's forever. Guaranteed. As long as you pour into God, it's forever. Ain't nothing else on this earth forever. Pleasure moments not forever. We know it. And then they got the worst withdrawals. Don't you wish the energy of sex was forever? The energy you get off them drugs was forever what it is with God. Because all them energies is doing is literally stealing from your euphorias, your serotonins and all that in your brain. Them are things that's in your brain. You really just tapping into another realm, another dimension, and grabbing. You stealing really. When you do drugs and stuff like that, outside said you do drugs, you stealing from your higher self. I'm telling you, I've been over there with God. Imagine all them good feelings you get from drugs and sex. Imagine always being on all of it put in one and always feeling like that 100%. It's like that on God's side. That's why they flying. They can fly over there. I don't even think they need wings to fly over there. It's like anime over there. I'm telling you, I'm going over here, bro. I'm not going back over there. You gotta buy a car, gas too high. Even if you drive that car to hell, the gas even higher in hell. God give you a set of wings over there. You don't even need a car. I'm trying to fly everywhere I go, bro. But anyway, like I was trying to tell y'all, bro, God is the way to go, bro. And you know what? When you going through something in this life, when something back you up against the corner and it just seems devastating and it just break you down, that's the best time in the world to show God you love God. When you to that point in your life where you really want to cuss God out and you want to say forget all that, you probably done slipped and said it. That's when you need to get on your knees and you need to pray to God. And that's when you really need to give your all to God. Because when you can give your all to God when you in that situation, you ain't gonna have a problem giving your all to God when you ain't in that situation, when you in a better situation. I pray just as hard to God with $1 million or without $1 million. Sometimes I try to compare them both together. Did I pray hard enough when I had this? Did I pray hard enough, or did I pray harder when I was like this? That's how I be with God. And as much as I'm talking to you guys about God, you would think that I'm boring. But like I keep telling y'all, quit letting the illusion trick your eyes. Because how can I be boring when you stealing from me? And it's getting your money. It's getting your friends. Everybody want to hang around. You dance. You feel energized. You even coming to me and saying, I need a re-up. That's God energy. Ain't no so you see the illusion in it, you contradicting yourself. It's fun over here with God. The only thing that's messed up is the fact that I'm broke and I ain't got no money and all this and that, but that's what man doing. Man doing that because Satan telling him to do that. You get what I'm saying? You see the game now? Satan saying, Job, I take everything from you. Will you still honor God? It's just here. It's almost like we come to earth to see if we'll turn from God. And believe it or not, a lot of us do. More than too often. So what I'm trying to say, I'm going to make a long story short. Y'all ain't been getting y'all justice. My justice already done came. The seed done been planted. I can feel it. I can feel it. And I ain't talking about just entertainment. I'm talking about I can feel the seed. You plant a seed when you open your mouth. You ain't got to sleep with somebody. You can share DNA without even sleeping with somebody. You plant a seed when you open your mouth. Somebody can shake your hand, take karma off of you. Or you can take karma from however it go. I'm built different though. All angels are. You just need to learn what your gifts is. If you're an angel, you good. You know, if you walking in your angel, energy, you definitely good. You got your wings, you good. It ain't nothing nobody can do to you outside to keep your lover from you. And all you doing is fighting to get your lover. And when y'all get together, oh my God, you think you powerful. Your ancestors, when they weave you together, they already giving you a hint on how powerful y'all are. That's why so many people try to keep y'all apart. Soul tribes and all. You sitting there, it's so easy to turn from God. Say, I gotta feed my kids. I sacrificed my child for God. Not in that bad way, in a good way. Because I could have fought and got my child back and sent them dancing on their head like that dude was on Stomp the Yard, the funny version when he broke his neck. I could have easily did that. Easy. Because they put me in something that I think I probably created one lifetime or before. So, I wasn't hearing that. But God asked me to do something, and I wanted to make sure that I did it for God. So I'm already great. He done made me great at everything. I might have not have got no credit from y'all. I didn't need no credit from y'all. Because all I had, God I already knew I was good. But just the fact that some of y'all that's already wealthy and big and got a lot of credit is stealing from people like me, that lets me know I got enough credit. And it lets me know you chump change, you weak, cowards, thieves, a little below that you're supposed to be when it comes to God. You're not as high vibration as you think you are. One thing I did in the studio when so many people came to me, but when you get a group of people coming to the studio, they all kind of act like somebody that done killed. Before I record them, I bring the best. If I see potential in them, I bring the best out of them. So that takes about a week for me to do. I bring their own unique gifts out of them, and then I record them. And the song sounds so much better. Everybody ain't in there sounding the same. That's what I like. I got a gift in doing that. I know I do. I've been in music for a long time. And I done helped too many people bring their best out of them. Hell, y'all bring y'all best out of y'all music, and I ain't even got around you. Gift from God, baby. It's all God. God. Everything I do is good, though. You can't say I ain't good in the bed, good at video games. I used to be good at driving. I ain't drove in so long now because they kidnapped me and put me in this situation. I don't even know if I can drive anymore. But just good at everything I touch, put my hand on. All thanks to God. And I'm talking about, I'm a child that was born pretty much, they said I was Down syndrome, slow, mentally retarded, everything. Schools treated me accordingly. The people treated me accordingly. I always treated last. I always was picked last. Couldn't read. All that plus some. And by the grace of God, I cleaned myself up. Y'all took everything from me so I couldn't clean myself up, and I still was able to clean myself up. So, that's all I wanted to say. We need to make God cool. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all got the Satan cool over there, and that's why y'all were getting played by your own tools, basically. Because it looked like to me, you just failed at your temptation. See, nobody ever asked the question, what if Jesus would have took the offer that Satan gave him? Well, we see it now. We see what it'll be. No justice. Poverty. Whether it's mentally or financially. Crippled. In some kind of fashion or form. No justice. Always oppressed. No security. Full of fear. Job scared. The list goes on. If Jesus would have been when he was fasting and Satan came and tempted him. So y'all must ask yourself, you tell this story all the time and not realizing you being tempted all the time. That was just like a parable, symbolic for this. Satan come and tempt you. Got a sex problem secretly. You don't want nobody to know because you got it under control, like moderation. Satan come and tempt you and you always sleep around for $1. You got a drug problem, same situation, moderation, don't nobody know. You got a good job. Satan come around and you give you that drug. You always say yes, because nobody cares you got that $1. But somehow it's just injustice all around you. We gotta pay attention to the energy, y'all. Gotta pay attention to the energy.